Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here, welcome back. This is The Witcher 3, Blood and Wine. We need to look for this White's lair in order to come up with something that we can use to summon the vampire. And that's not going to be easy, I'm sure. But on the way to this lair, I figure we might as well take a stop over at this little village here and see what's going on there, and then we can head out here. Perhaps there could even be something in what I'm guessing is maybe a like some ruins or a fortress of some kind, but we're gonna start with this notice board and figure out the rest from there. Here we go, Roach. Let's ride. It's not storming out. Our decoctions are kind of wearing off. I don't know what that was, but look at that. Oh my god, that's cool.
Now where'd you get them catty papers?
That's a nice little place we got here. Not good. Frankel arts. Small farming village. There's a tavern here. The Scarlet Cardinal Inn.
I've sweat dripping down my
Looks like we got a lot of people perusing the board. What's good here? Excuse me. Looking for a damsel in distress, novice knight errant. I'd like to gain renown for a heroic deed. So if you know of a damsel in distress, let me know. I prefer one imprisoned in a tower by a giant, and I'd like her to be no older than myself. That is to say, 20 summers. Oh, and she should be as slender as a reed. Hercule de la Massue. That's a very specific request, isn't it? Next, guide wanted. In my capacity as a scholar at the Imperial Academy, I've spent the better part of the last 2 decades studying ancient elven culture. My most recent research bears the working title, The Influence of Ancient Elven Architecture on Human Structures. I'm aware the Caroberta Woods have been classified as extremely dangerous by the Ducal Guard, but to a true scholar, the quest for knowledge is what matters most, more than even life itself. That is why I seek a local hunter or a knight to be my guide and guard, serious offers only. I've seen ghosts, a strange present in the Caroberta Woods. I would like to discuss what we have experienced. Hey there, knight, traveled from afar to visit our beautiful land. Your shining armor lose its shine en route, perhaps in one of those rowdy skirmishes you knights love to throw yourselves into, paying no heed to how much your armor suffers as a result. Well, you're in luck, for no matter the cause or the extent of the damage, I can fix it. My prices are very reasonable, especially compared to those in Beauclair, where you'll be lucky to pay just an arm and a leg. Come see me, you won't regret it. Lucian the armor. That's actually good. We do need to see an armorer. Francois de Valier, I challenge you. You syphilitic scrawler of spurious slander. I've read your lampoon of my rhyme scheme theory and challenge you to a literary duel. If you have any shred of dignity and courage about you, come to the next soiree at Lady Oriana's residence with 3 poems prepared. We will recite in turn, and then subject ourselves to the judgment of the literary men and women present. Not respectfully, as you deserve no respect. And no signature, as you very well know who wrote this message. Okay. Hortense Vineyard closed until further notice. During an attack by hideous creatures resembling overgrown insects, the owner of Hortense Vineyard, or Vineyard, sustained serious injuries. As the threat is still present, Hortense Vineyard will be closed until further notice or some serious
a high and mighty northerner, dog-diddled dunglicker.
Alright, so I do want to check out the tavern here. Potentially some Gwent cards for purchase. If we could only find an entrance. Maybe these guys don't want business? Ah, I went all the way around for nothing. The Scarlet Cardinal Inn.
I doubt it myself.
Sounds nice.
But the wife, she went.
Did you guess, our sweet shining sun? Welcome to my humble establishment. What land do you hail from?
Been on On the road so long, don't know how to answer that. Let's just say I'm from the north.
Ah, is it true what they say? About the war, death, destruction all about?
What are they saying?
Exaggerated. Not by much, though.
Oh, forgive my asking, but I family in Eddern, see? So I'm curious. But please, do tell me what I can do for you.
Well, you can tell me about your family.
Mentioned you have a family in Eddern. Whereabout, if you don't mind my asking?
In Vengerberg? You've been there, perhaps?
Yeah, number of times. It's the hometown of my...
Oh, I don't want to say it.
of someone very dear to me. At any rate, pretty town, Vengerberg. Also didn't suffer too much during the invasion, from what I know.
Phew. That is a relief to hear. A weight off my shoulders, I tell you.
So, what are you selling here?
Show me what you're selling.
Okay, a couple of Gwent cards, a ghoul, and a harpy. We'll take those. Don't really need anything else. I think that's fine.
Should be going. Farewell.
Doesn't look like we found anything. Oh, here we go. Here's the armor. That is perfect. So let's head out there. Let's repair everything that we have.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus make the profit.
There's also a little shopkeeper. We could just see what he's selling.
Have you seen these? Welcome, Snow White. Wish to look over my goods?
Okay, thanks.
Mind if I glance at your stock?
Never been asked that before. So we've got dye solutions. We can mix dyes if we want. I mean, it's not like we don't have money. We might as well buy some of this stuff. Oils. Let's just buy these. Oh, it's expensive. I don't even know what to do with them yet. Let's buy one. Let's just buy one.
Mind if I glance at your stock? See ya.
Been a pleasure. It's a sweet mustache.
Of the Duchessa herself.
Now this guy I am interested in.
What's
Jesus.
that?
Let's see what you
Mind
got.
showing me your wares?
So he sells actually a ton of armor. Look at this. Toussaint Knight's tourney armor. And a lot of the stuff that we're seeing is better from just a flat armor perspective than what we have. Blinders. He's got a lot of stuff for horses. He's got glyphs. He's got diagrams. Okay, okay. I'm into it. We don't really need to craft anything right now, but I do need things repair. Repair equipped would be nice. There we go. Sorry, we crashed there and I had to come back to this guy. I'll do some Gwent stuff probably near the end of episodes if it fits. I definitely want to do it, but sometimes it's can be a bit slow for some people to just start out with.
Unbeatable bargains. Preferential financing from the Chanfanellis on every
There we go.
armor purchase.
Very nice. Okay, so
Myself, I like
let's head out to this lair.
Who needs it?
And if we need to review, which we probably should, make sure that we're best prepared for these things. I'm just going to clear these ones out. We're looking for the whites. Is it a necrophage? Yeah. Okay. So we need necrophage oil, igni, and Irden. Standard approach, I guess.
Some rot. That's it, Roach.
I don't know what was going on there.
Sooner or later, everything owns shines.
Oh, that's cool armor. Finally out in the open road. What is that over there? Off to our right. There's something out here. I'm just gonna put this down and maybe we'll come back to it later.
I wouldn't.
Oh, look at this. Couple of foglets.
Come on.
They're pretty strong. I'll give them that. There we go. Roach is freaking out trying to get in there.
Come on.
Whoa, did they just die? No, there's one more out here. Did we get him? We got him. Yep. Good job, Roach. Massive contributions there. Now, what were they doing here? A spoon made of pure gold. And then Smeagol Circus's notes. I've lost him, my dearest. Smeagol. Smeagol. Someone has stolen him, my darling, my treasure, my spoon. That creature from the Caraberta woods must have been it. All the help says the town's abuzz with talk about missing spoons. For much time now, indeed. Since this creature has stolen cutlery from all Beauclair and has not yet been caught by our valiant guard, it means it must be clever, tricky even. And anyone clever can be swayed by arguments, especially financial ones. So I asked my jeweler, Mathenberg, to make me a spoon out of pure gold, which I shall take to the Caraberta woods to find that monster and propose a trade. A spoon of gold for my most precious spoon. Interesting. More foglets nearby. It's probably best to just leave them be.
Our guests. Never a good omen.
Whoa. That'll do. Whoa. I'm not sure what a Barghest is. But we've taken down 2 of them. They drop Barghest essence. So, what are these things? Not insectoids, but could they be relics? No. They're not going to be vampires. Barghest, they're specters. Okay. Shun sin, renounce foul deeds, and if evil threatens to overwhelm your will, ponder the fate of the outskirts of Vizima. Remember the hideous Barghest which scourge them and repent. Folk of simple or superstitious minds claim committing particular rotten acts will bring down the wrath of the gods in the form of Bargus, phantom dogs which stalk the roads at night. Even if this were their origin, Bargus saints and sinners alike would need fear Bargus, for they attack both with equal ferocity. Witchers rarely believe in the gods, but they do accept that Bargus exist and are always connected with some sequence of tragic events that happens in the past. Their explanation, however, holds that Bargus result from a curse or a concentration of ill will. Moon dust, specter oil. Okay. I'm just going to clear out the rest of these so that when we come in here now, we'll be able to see what's new at a glance. Okay. And I also believe that it makes sense to rest up a bit here. And we'll reapply our decoctions. We do lose the enhanced sword and armor, but I think that's okay. Now this is the place with the hanging spoons, as we've heard about.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Yeah, probably like, you don't want to be here. And with those Bargus being around things that have had tragic events, it's possible that this place could be haunt. Oh, hello.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
We've removed a curse or two in our day.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Okay. Let's be careful.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
So, we should probably make sure we've got the right oil going here. What's the fascination with spoons?
Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Oh, here we go.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Broken neck, indentation in the skull's lateral surface, smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
Strange.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table.
He's got the same thing everywhere.
I shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
More spoons and hides. There's a decaying letter, though. Dear Master Levassier, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I've drawn you out here and why we cannot meet in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky, not so much for me as for the person with whom I meet, for I am afflicted by a curse, or, as I hope and why I have turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited this herbalist, she disappeared without trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, and so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. I'm suffering. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. I am aware that this is not much to aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Trastamara. It's gotta be
Woman's
connected.
name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
Wonder what the name is. Oh yeah.
Actually does seem like a white's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
I mean, if anything, we're gonna have a lot of golden spoons to sell.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it.
Look into the cauldron.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Grab some of this armor. We actually, what I need to do, and what I should have done, is sold some of the armor that we found. There is a decoction that we could wear, or that we could use, I should say, that would increase our weight capacity. And maybe I should find that. Maximum vitality, right here. It's gonna throw our toxicity a little bit wild, but could be worse. That way at least I can grab this stuff. Now where do I want to hide? Perhaps in this thing? Yeah. Oh, here we go. What? That's disgusting. It's got the spoons attached to its body too, like a crown. Oh, here we go. I say we try and lift the curse. I'm more interested in that. Whoa!
Not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest.
Could it be that simple? It's beautiful.
Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
It's kind of adorable.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
So we're sitting here with him, so we can dispel that part. It says, no spoon you have shall sate you. So we should not use the spoons. If we swap spoons, then he's got it. Let's try it without the spoons.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
That's funny. Just copy me. Oh god, this is gonna be great. Oh!
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Look at the bottom of the bowl. There it is. It's okay. It's working, I think. Or maybe not.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Seriously. We're probably gonna get attacked along the way. Roach, did you see him go by here? Or it? I don't like this. Yep.
Now, you piece of...
Toxicity levels through the roof. Let's get back to it. Although this is optional, I can't imagine why you would never want to follow up and see what's going on with this. Another one?
hurt you.
I think it's worked. Look at...
Eat. I must eat.
I've got food. Aw.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Maybe away from the spoons. Oh, cool. We'll go here, which we haven't been to yet anyway, so this
So
is
I took her
great.
by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. I'm deeply pleased, finally, to make your acquaintance, sir, though I do regret the specific circumstances. In all the commotion, I fear I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Barnabas Basilfolti, and by order of the Duchess, I am to serve as your major domo at Corfo Bianco.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got urgent matters to attend to. While I'm gone, please make sure she gets everything she needs.
Don't worry, sir, I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Well, she was cursed.
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very
think we
beautiful
saw that
and
in
proud
the,
heiress to the
in the letter.
Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
I mean, we could tell him about it.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is.
They're like riddles.
Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Okay, I like this guy. Can you tell me more about this place?
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
So, do you want to show me around the vineyard? Since
Mind
we have
giving me a
time?
little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please.
Here we go.
I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.